Welcome to Garden Sanity. I'm Laura, and I garden in Zone 7, Southern New Jersey. When you think of spring flowering shrubs, do you automatically think of azaleas and rhododendrons? You're not alone. They're some of the best sellers at garden centers and nurseries every single year. But today, I want to introduce you to Fothergilla, a native, easy-care shrub with year-round garden interest. I'll show you 2 different varieties I have, including a dwarf variety. Plus, I'll share a third variety that is just as awesome, if not more so. I'll give you all the highlights of this shrub, including growing requirements and size. And I'll show you Fothergilla in spring, summer, fall, and winter, so you're going to know exactly what to expect in your own garden. So it's pronounced like Fothergilla. Think of the word father, plus the word gill, like what's on a fish, and the well, that can be for what you'll say once you see this flowering shrub. You like what I did there? You might see it listed as alder or witch alder in catalogs and websites, or you might see it listed as bottlebrush. But in those cases, you'll usually see the word Fothergilla in smaller print. Now, the variety I have is Mount Airy Fothergilla, which can grow up to 5 to 6 feet tall and wide. Now, mine have stayed under that height so far, in part due to the rabbits pruning them down a few years ago. Without, by the way, asking me if that was okay. Now, the 2 additional varieties I'm going to show you in a moment are smaller than what I have, with one being 4 to 5 feet tall and wide, and the other a perfect dwarf size at 2 to 2.5 feet tall and just 2 to 3 feet wide. As for the rabbits, these shrubs are not rabbit resistant, unfortunately, but I'll show you my trick to keep rabbits away coming up. But first, I want to share all the highlights of this fantastic flowering shrub. Fothergilla is very slow growing. It has gorgeous creamy white bottlebrush flowers in spring. They're really unique. Bees love this shrub. It also has stunning fall color. You need to know that it's deciduous, not evergreen, but I still think it has winter interest, and I'll show you that in a moment. It's a North American native shrub, originally found in woodlands, bogs, and swamps, so that's going to give you a clue as to what kind of soil condition it needs. It's in the same plant family as witch hazel. Now, the U.S. hardiness zones for the Mount Airy Fothergilla that I have is 4 to 9, but zones 5 to 9 are what the 2 other varieties I'm going to show you shortly take. Now, Fothergilla needs full to partial sun, but the flowering, just so you know, is going to be most prolific in full sun. And the same goes with the fall foliage colors as well. They're going to be the best when sited in full sun. But if you're in a warmer zone like I am, sometimes you may need to site it where it gets some afternoon shade. Fothergilla loves water, especially in full sun and hot climates. Now, the soil should be acidic and organically rich. And what you can do is every spring add some holly-tone fertilizer mixed into the soil around the shrub. Even though you need moist, organically rich soil, you want to make sure that that soil drains well so you don't get root rot. Fothergilla makes a great hedge, and it can spread via suckers. But after 8 years in this spot, last summer was the first time I noticed a few of those popping up near the shrubs. So I'm going to keep those since they're almost right next to the shrubs, but it's something I am keeping an eye on. Now, this is considered an easy care shrub, and it is. In fact, no pruning is necessary. Fothergilla doesn't need to be pruned. Pruning is actually discouraged for the shrub, and you kind of got to love that feature, right? Fothergilla's flowers bloom on the previous year's growth, which is another good reason not to prune this plant. But if you need to prune it just after the spring flowering is finished. And again, remember that I said this is a very slow growing shrub, which is one of the reasons you're not going to need to prune this. Now, the good news for those of you with deer is this is a deer resistant shrub, but please remember that deer are going to eat anything if they're hungry enough. And as I said before, Fothergilla is not rabbit resistant. And here's my trick for keeping rabbits away. I planted an evergreen ground cover that they can't stand, Ajuga chocolate chip, but any Ajuga will do. Now, Ajuga has pretty blue flowers in the spring, and it has dark green with chocolate hints on the foliage throughout the summer and fall. In winter, it'll remain green unless there's freezing weather, in which what I've experienced is it takes on a dusty deep violet color. That's the best way I can describe it. Since planting the Ajuga 2 years ago, rabbits have left these shrubs alone. Now, Ajuga is a spreader, but it's manageable for me, and I can easily pull it up if needed to control where it spreads, so no worries. Fothergilla is one of my favorite shrubs for multi-season interest, with the bottlebrush flowers in spring, the blue-green leaves throughout the summer, the colorful fall foliage, and yes, winter interest with bare stems. Now, I have 3 Fothergilla shrubs planted here in my front yard center bed. I've had these 3 shrubs for 10 years. I first planted them back in 2014 in another bed in full sun, but after they got baked just a bit too much in the summer, I moved them to this center bed about 8 years ago, and they're much happier having some afternoon shade. As a reminder, I'm in Zone 7, Southern New Jersey, where it gets super hot and humid in the summertime, unfortunately. So if you're in a colder zone, then you can plant them in full sun and they'll be just fine. Now, I do also have a dwarf variety in our backyard from Proven Winners called Legend of the Small, and I'll talk more about that in a moment. It's absolutely adorable. So Fothergilla blooms in early to mid-spring. The flower buds look like this. And I first start noticing them early to mid-April. The flowers appear approximately 7 to 10 days later, before the leaves begin to emerge. These flowers hang around for approximately 2 to 3 weeks before they gradually begin to fade away, and it is very gradual. You won't see a sudden drop in flowers or anything like that. But while the flowers are blooming, the flower show is spectacular. With cream-colored flowers, they're approximately 1 to 2 inches long, and in fact, they resemble bottle brushes, thus the name. The flower scent is subtle yet intoxicating. It's like a mix of spices and honey. That's the best way I can describe it. The scent isn't overwhelming, like when someone puts on way too much perfume or cologne. It's more like a light whiff of a scent you catch, you know, when you're nearby. It invites you to come closer and gently inhale. I mean, talk about tranquility and garden sanity. As the flowers fade, the leaves take over. By early summer, Fothergilla is covered in beautiful blue-green leaves. It's nice and full and lush. The leaves are a wonderful background to the perennials growing in front of them, with the leaves helping to make those flower colors pop. Did you know that there's gardeners out there who plant Fothergilla mainly for the breathtaking and the eye-catching fall foliage? It's true. The leaves turn into reds, oranges, yellows, even some shades of purple, all on the same leaf. It's an amazing display. Now, I've seen it for 10 years now, yet it still takes my breath away every autumn season. I love how the color begins to change in early fall. And just a month later, each leaf looks like it was painted with perfect autumn colors. In fact, the leaves look like they're glowing in the landscape. Now, the fall leaves will hang on well into the season, so you actually get a nice, long autumn season of gorgeous colors from this shrub. Now, because of the growing habit of Fothergilla, you get to see a beautifully shaped twiggy shrub during the winter months. The look of the branches, especially against the snow, it's just so peaceful to me to see. But even if there's not snow, it's just a beautiful, beautiful shrub to have in the wintertime. So now I want to tell you about 2 new varieties, and they're both from Proven Winners, and they're both also native species. Now, all of the plant details for Fothergilla that I listed earlier in this video are true for these varieties as well, with the exception of size. The first is Legend of the Fall Bottlebrush, and I wish this variety existed when I was looking for Fothergilla back in 2014, for 2 reasons. First, its size is much better suited to gardens, with a maximum height and spread between 4 and 5 feet. And second, its fall colors are even more magnificent than what I have. Truly, it's considered the best Fothergilla variety for fall foliage. It has the same stunning bottlebrush flowers in spring, with the beautiful spicy honey scent, the soothing blue-green leaf color in summer, and it's hardy in zones 5 to 9 and perfect for full sun to partial shade. The second variety is Legend of the Small Bottlebrush. And yes, from the name you can tell this is a dwarf variety. So it's perfect if you have a small garden or you want a smaller version of this wonderful native shrub. Its mature size is 2 to 2.5 feet tall and 2 to 3 feet wide, so a much nicer size. I actually bought 3 of these last summer and planted them in a new bed in our backyard. Even though they were newly planted, I still got to see what amazing fall color I have to look forward to each year. And of course, this spring, I can't wait to see the bottlebrush flowers. By the way, you may notice that I planted these adorable dwarf shrubs in full sun, after mentioning that full sun was too much for the Fothergilla in my front yard. Now the reason for this is we have a low sprinkler head in this new bed, so these aren't going to dry out. Now just like Legend of the Fall, Legend of the Small is hardy in zones 5 to 9, and it takes full to partial sun with all of the same wonderful attributes I highlighted earlier in this video. Now Fothergilla, or Bottlebrush, has always been one of my most favorite shrubs, so I hope you'll add this one as a specimen or a few as a grouping in your garden this year. Now if you want to see how this particular bed came together, including some really cool groundcover azaleas, yes, you heard that correctly, groundcover evergreen azaleas, watch this video next. And to see an array of spring flowers in my garden, including Fothergilla, watch this video. It'll give you a nice hint for spring. Until next time, happy gardening.